guys, it's Bobby. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Hope you all are doing well. We're currently in the middle of Snowmageddon. I don't know if you guys have been impacted by that, but for us here in Maryland, on the eastern shore of Maryland, that is, it's an average run-of-the-mill kind of snow. Like, we haven't gotten anything like they forecasted, so I don't know, people were hoarding groceries out of the kindness of their heart. But anyway, we're not going to be venturing out anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. I already got our groceries, so whatever. Anyway, hope you guys are keeping warm. If you're impacted, if you're not, just, you know, still stay safe. So let's get into the plan with me. This is going to be our last week of January. Well, let me start. Let me take my grocery list out. This was this week. Not a whole lot going on. It was my first week at my new job. So that went well, I think. Anyway, so I did, before we get to planning, look, I haven't walked since January 9th. My husband's been home. And I don't really walk in the mornings when he's home. I don't know, it just feels kind of weird. But anyway, so I haven't walked since January 9th. I did do my weigh-in on Friday. And I was down another 0.2. But I only have this week coming to hit my goal of 6.7 pounds. So this isn't gonna do it, so I'm gonna have to get back to walking. I did get a standing desk for my office, so so I can put my walking pad underneath of it and walk, you know, slowly, you know, while I'm working. But I have a lot of calls, and I don't know if I'm gonna sound like an obscene phone call, you know, breathing heavy and whatever. So. But anyway, so that's where we are. So this is this week. We're gonna pull out this coming week and put that off to the side. I'm still using my Coletto multicolored pen in 0.3. Pink is for me, red is for work, and black is for everything else. So, and I'm still using Carnation 761 as my Tombow. I'm thinking about changing that out, but I don't know yet. So, let's go back to the monthlies and see what I've got going on. Well, I get paid. My first paycheck is on the 30th, so yay, I'm bi-weekly. So, that's kind of cool. I'm going to weigh in on the 31st, which is Saturday, be the end of the month. Gosh. This is the last week of January. And then we get into February. Okay, so I don't really have anything going on right now. I have 2 team meetings. Tuesday, is it Tuesday or Monday? It's the 27th. Yeah, so Tuesday and Thursday. I've got team meetings, but I'm not going to put those in on the monthly. I don't know why I'm not gonna put them in on the monthly, but I'm just not. So anyway, all right, we'll get back to open that up, and I'm gonna move this off to the side. So okay, there's that. All right, I wrote them down here just so I wouldn't forget, since you know it's a fairly new occurrence for me. So sorry if I shake the tripod. All right, so. Let's highlight the week that we're on. So 26th, which is Monday through Sunday the 1st. Wow. I don't have a lot to like really write on here because, you know, I'm still in training, you know, work-wise, and the weeks are like super busy. So I'm just going to write my team meetings on here. So my to-do, oh, I need to get my white out. Sorry, guys. For my priorities, you know, I'm changing that to this week's wins. And I actually, sorry for the reach, you guys. I printed February's. I don't know why I printed red. I don't know what's going on, you know, with that. But anyway, I thought it was appropriate for the month of February, but I did change it from priorities, 1, 2, 3, to this week's wins, body, mind, and habit. So that's already done for February. I don't know, my printer has been acting like very ridiculous. Very ridiculous. So, okay, let me grab some of my coffee, because even though we're not getting Snowmageddon, it's still kind of cold. Okay. Alright, so let me just white this out. Right. Sorry for shaking the tripod, y'all. Okay. Okay, so this week's wins. And my nib is so needlepoint, you know, that it tears up the white out. Okay, so body, mind, habit. Okay, so this week I got to do the grocery list. I need to meal plan. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to wax/pluck my eyebrows and my chin, you know, menopause kind of stuff. Not the eyebrows, that's not an everyday, but it's an ongoing thing. But the chin is, excuse me, something for y'all to look forward to if you don't already know about it. So, yeah, we'll keep it like that. Okay, so we have bonus daughter this weekend. So, and I gotta weigh in. I'm weighing on Saturday. So, there, and there. Alright, so I'm gonna pick her up at 4:30. Take her back at 6. And weigh in. Okay. I do get paid on Friday. I don't know if I want to use a sticker, like a payday sticker, or like a green dot. I don't know. I'm not filling in my meal plan right now anyway. I got beef stew going in the crock pot, you know, for dinner tonight, with some biscuits later. Nice little meal for, you know, being snowed in and whatever. But, I don't know if I'm gonna have leftovers or not, because my youngest kid is here, and he'll be eating with us. So I don't know, I don't know what's going on with the dinner. I don't know what's gonna be left. Do you know what I mean? So then I'll have to rework the meal plan anyway. So cross off things on my next week thing. I put this back on the first week of February. Alright, so I do know that for work, I have specific deadlines that I need to meet. So, ODPs due by 3 p.m. ODPs due by 3 p.m. and then ODPs due by 5 p.m. ODPs are on-demand payments. So when I'm doing payroll, so I'm doing payroll for like the unions, which is something I've never done before, and it's very interesting. The unions don't mess around, man. And like on-demand payments are like if someone submits a time off request, like for vacation. So they submitted a vacation request for like a week, 40 hours per the collective bargaining agreement or CBA, based on the union. We have to pay that out to them before they take their vacation. So it's not like us where we'll get our vacation, the next payroll cycle, our vacation money. The unions require that the vacation time be paid out before their vacation. So let's just say somebody is taking vacation the 2nd through whatever that week is. Let's see what that is. Let me look at my calendar here. So the 2nd through the 6th, so that week there. So when we do payroll this week, because we pay a week behind, the on-demand payment would be their vacation for that week, the following week. So it's pretty cool. And it's just me and my supervisor in that department. So we're handling payroll for like 3,000 people, within the unions. So, and there's unions in every state, that we work with. So, so ODPs are on-demand payments. We've got regular payroll. All payroll has to be processed by Monday or by Tuesday at the very latest. Tuesday, by 5 o'clock. So, but I was turned loose last week to do ODPs on my own for like the holiday pay, because when they're out, when their supervisors submit their hours late, their holiday hours, we have to issue an on-demand payment to get those paid like right away because they're in previous pay periods. So, so like Monday, tomorrow, when I log on, we'll be working on Martin Luther King Day, because that was on January 19th. So that would come into this pay period. Okay, so the pay period ending the 31st, because it's Sunday through Saturday. So we've got to include that in the batch for regular payroll. But in the event that, their manager doesn't submit their time on time, and that it comes after payroll is already closed for this week, then we have to issue an on-demand payment to get so they can get their holiday pay as soon as possible. So, but, I don't have to chase down the managers. We just, they get their time over to us whenever, and if there's an issue with it with the employee, we just tell the employee, look, you need to talk to your manager. That's between you and your manager. We just pay what we're told to pay. So, but that's nice too. So, and you should see the stuff that they sent me. Oh my gosh, you guys. They sent me like a 34-inch curved monitor. I've got a Lenovo ThinkPad laptop. They sent me a keyboard and a mouse, which I'm not using because, I'm using my own pink one. But, oh my goodness, I got a webcam coming. Because the monitor, the 34-inch monitor that I have, it doesn't have a webcam, and we had to be on camera last week, for the team meetings, and I had to, fish out the laptop and use that instead of my big monitor. But anyway, it is so sweet. Oh my gosh, and it's amazing. It is, the people I work with are amazing. The job is, like, I'm nervous about it, because there's a lot of moving parts. But I think that's understandable considering that you're starting something new. Oh, pardon me. But it's been amazing. I get an hour lunch, so my hours are 8 to 5. And I usually take lunch with my supervisor, like at the same time as my supervisor, so that way we especially now during training, because they were both available at the same times, you know. So, but anyway, so it's just, it's been good. I am loving it. And, you know, my supervisor is a man, and I love that. I do. I love it because there's, you know, usually no cattiness, you know, um, when you work with a man. I have found in my, you know, in my experience working with mainly women, you know, certain types of women like to talk about each other behind their back. And, you know, so, you know, and my thing is the way someone talks to you about someone else is the way they talk to someone else about you. So I try to like steer clear of that shit because I don't have time for it. I don't want to participate in it. Just whatever. I'm not, you know, I want to say like I'm not at work to make friends because the friends don't pay my bills, but I'm also not at work to tear other people down. I don't have time for that. I don't want it done to me, so I'm not going to do it to somebody else. So those kinds of people can just kiss my ass and keep that shit to themselves. But anyway, all right. So that's going to be it, I think, for, well, now let me write in my usual Sunday shit. So my usual Sunday shit is to, oh, I have to monthly plan. Okay, so monthly planning, and then I gotta do the weekly planning. I gotta fill vitamins. I don't think I'm gonna do laundry this coming week. I don't think it's enough to justify. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm just gonna leave that for right now. Oh, I do need to update my work from home routine because, like, again, sorry for the reach, you guys. I had this that I made, but that was me working, going to work at 9. You know, because I was going to keep the same schedule as when I was outside the house before I left, but that's changed, and I don't have that hour for professional development. I just have my hour for lunch. So, but I had like ChatGPT come up with like a routine based on my current work schedule and the things that I want to get done in the morning. You know, so I'm still getting up at 5:30. So we'll see how that goes. Forgive my nails. I took the press-ons off because they were hurting my fingers. Like, my fingernails hurt. So I took them off and I just painted my nails using, like, the OPI Bubble Bath color, which they say is supposed to be a light pink, but this shit is beige as the day is long. It's like a nude, like a skin tone. Anyway, but I'm gonna do my nails today, I think. I'm gonna try to put the press-ons back on. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna bother me with these things here because I've bitten the skin. Anyway, so I gotta do my monthly planning, my weekly planning. I gotta fill my vitamins, and I think that's just gonna be it. So I don't know. These videos might start getting a little, I guess more raw. I don't know, because I'm not on my Mac anymore, you know, because of my whole setup is set up for my job, and that's on PC. And on my Mac, I would just like record on my iPhone, airdrop it to my Mac, do my thumbnail, edit, and all that kind of stuff. But I may not want to do that stuff anymore, which means you'll probably have to like wait till the end of the video to see like my work from home setup, so I won't be like inserting stuff throughout the way I have been. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think I need to get my Mac out today though, just to update my work from home routine. I don't know though. I don't really feel like doing much of anything. And to be honest, I really don't. You know, like, I made breakfast this morning, pancakes and sausage, and, you know, I've got the beef stew going in the crock pot, and I just really want to just snuggle up on the couch with a blanket. The boys, my husband and my youngest kid, they're out there now playing PlayStation, some, I don't know, weird zombie shit on PlayStation. I don't know, I don't get into all that kind of stuff. So I might just, like, hang out in my bedroom, you know, and, like, catch up on some shows. Oh my god, speaking of catching up on some shows, if you guys got Paramount Plus, I strongly recommend that you watch, like, the Handsome Devil, the Charming Killer, or whatever the hell it was called. Oh my goodness, it's about Wade Wilson. Oh my gosh, it's only 3 episodes, you know, so I managed to watch that this past week, like, when I had downtime at work, or when I was on my lunch break, you know, because I got the Paramount Plus app on my phone. So I just propped my phone up in its little stand, you know, this little doohickey thing, and, you know, I just watched it, you know, while I was, you know, waiting on something or whatever. So, but it was good. It was good. So it was a good show. And I don't know if you're Landman people, but I watched the season finale, or mid-season finale, I don't know what it was, of Landman. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to see where Tommy and Cooper and TL take their own oil company, and, like, I don't know, though. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see everything. But anyway, I don't know if you're a Landman fan. If you are a Landman fan, what do you think of Angela and Ainsley? Like, for me, I could really do without them. You know? Or just, like, very, very, very small doses. I don't know. Angela's voice kind of, like, irks me. I don't know. Ainsley's kind of growing on me. Because in the last episode with her and her non-binary roommate, they kind of found some, like, resolve, some, like, common ground, you know, so she's moving back into the dorm. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, all right, I've kept you guys long enough. I'm going to get going. I'm going to send, you know, I'm going to show you guys, like, my standing desk and my work setup and all that kind of stuff. So, but I thank you for hanging in there with me this week, and I hope you guys stay warm, stay safe, and until next time, bye. Okay, guys, this is my little office setup. You're gonna see a TV over to the left, or the right rather, but that doesn't stay here. I just use it for, like, airplay in when I'm doing my videos. So I've got this is the box my monitor came in, and the storage closet and shit. But these are from IKEA. This is part of my old desk. The top is back there. So anyway, this is the standing desk I got off of TikTok. So my chair, I got this from Amazon. Ignore the trash. Let me just hide that, yeah. So I got this from Amazon last year, or earlier. Yeah, no, last year. And now I see them all over TikTok. I love it because it's comfortable, it's wide. I can sit with my leg tucked underneath of me like I normally do. I got a little blanket here. My printer and stuff is back up there. But this is like they sent me this laptop. They sent me this big old monitor. Like, I love it. And the desk is L-shaped, as you might have saw. So when I got it, we put it all together and everything, and I was able to program it to, like, my height. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's currently at number 1. Because when I get the walking pad underneath here, I'll have to bump it up a little bit, and then I'll program that as number 2. So let's hit 1, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it's kind of quiet. So it's really cool. I was super impressed, and I got it on sale from TikTok. I only paid, like, with shipping and tax, or not with tax, because shipping was free. But with tax, I paid a little over 2, and now it's 200 plus tax, I think, or 250 plus tax. I don't know. But look at this. Look. It's amazing. Again, ignore the trash. It's amazing. Like, I can just stand here and do my stuff. I don't want to do that because my computer's not turned off. I just locked it, you know. Turn the monitor off, whatever. But anyway, so, yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, the only thing I don't like too much is you have to press and hold the down button to lower it. And if you press and hold the down button, it will erase your programming, like my number one that I already have preset. So, but yeah, got my wax warmer back there. It's just, I love being in this office. I don't know why. It's just, like, I like my lacy curtains and everything. So that is it, you guys. So again, stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see ya next week. Bye.